Hey, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. I am the owner of Rustic Rehabs, where we take old things, including furniture and home decor, and update it to make it match your style and your vibe. Today we're playing with a brand new Roycycled paper called Botanical Masterboard. It is so pretty, you guys, and we're gonna see how many projects we can get out of one sheet of this glorious paper. There's a bunch of other new pieces that were released this week, but I'm here to work on this one. Let's see how far we can get. I've got 4 different frames here, maybe 5. Let's start with these and see where we end up. These are just frames that I thrifted. This one was $3. It looks like it's originally from Hobby Lobby. I look at things to see what I can possibly make of them. It's very sweet that it says it's always better when we're together, but we're gonna turn it into something else, something a little bit more unique, and find it a little bit more unique style in an updated home. So I am grabbing my DIY paint in the color white linen. I am a DIY paint retailer. This can got kicked over last week and has seen better days. But all I'm trying to do here is I'm gonna keep actually the black because I think that this is cute. You could definitely paint that if you wanted to, but I'm just putting on a pretty thick layer of this chalk paint so that I can have a nice clean finish to start with so that my paper, which can be transparent, does not show through. This one says collect beautiful moments. I got a little tiny bit of garage sale sticker on there, it looks like. Same thing. I'm just gonna paint over the words so that they are in the background. I do these videos so I can show you that if you have something that you like the shape of and you like where it can fit in your home, you don't have to start from scratch. You can paint the back, add some papers, and make something completely unique. So I'm gonna dry this, but I'm also gonna get this sticker off of here by just using my heat gun. Giving the heat gun just a little bit of time to work on that glue, and this comes right off. Now I can paint the whole thing if I think I want to, but I kind of think I might like the wood too. While it's drying, I'm going to give it a little bit of a, let's see how many we can get out of here. Let's let this dry, and then I've also got these two, which you can see I got for $1.99 at the Goodwill. So we'll paint the backs of each of these, and then we'll be ready to start making some art. And I'm actually going to cut all the way around here. You're essentially scoring it with a wet brush. And I do this so it doesn't have a perfect edge either. I don't want it to look like a piece of paper. I want it to look like something organic. All right, I think we're gonna lose that little dragonfly. Sorry, buddy. Let's see. I'll try to use him on another project. And actually, we could go fussy cut him out and put him on this. Other thing that Royce likes to do, and I've started doing too, is to give your paper a little spritz of water. This will help it to stretch to get in all the places you want it to go and have less wrinkles and bubbles. Taking the same brush, which has more liquid patina on it. And just kind of sandwiching it in here. It looks so fresh and springy. It is easy to rip once it's wet like this. The best thing to do if you're new is to wait till the next day and it's fully dry and then cut it. Uh-oh, this is what can happen. I told you. I told you shouldn't do this. Sometimes we got to show you what not to do. Okay, so if you do have a part where your paper rips, don't freak out. That won't do you any good. Go back to where it was and find some little pieces to match it in. Let's make a happy accident here. Let's take this little dragonfly and let's save him. I'm gonna cut him out. I'm gonna put a little bit of this white linen paint on the back of this piece to make it opaque so that it pops on the paper. Give him a little bit of paint. This way you don't have to be afraid that you might rip your paper. You always have options. Oh God. Okay. You match it up as perfectly as you decide to match it up. I've done enough of this. I know the average person is not even going to notice those problems or those little areas. And tomorrow when this is fully dry, I'll cut off the little bit of excess around the other edges. And this little guy will be pretty cute. I'm going to explain less this time because we're doing the same thing again. This time I'm cutting it with the wet brush so that we don't have as much excess as we did before. Or we don't try to cut it with the razor blade. All right. Keep our scraps over here in case we need to do any amending. I promise I don't rip every time I decoupage, but that was par for the course that day. I decided to do a little whitewashing, and as soon as I did, I loved it. So it just really, really makes the yellow come even more to life. For this one, we're going with DIY cake batter, which is a really soft, really gorgeous yellow. We'll need 2 good coats. This color is Petticoat Pink. It has a little bit better coverage than the yellow, but we'll do 2 coats of this too, and then we'll be on our way. You can see how the cake batter, the second coat, really gets it perfect coverage. And then when we go to seal it later, it's going to be a little splotchy looking too. That's just the nature of some of the different colors and the pigments. Don't let that freak you out. When it dries, it looks a lot better. These both look very chalky. They are unsealed, and we will seal them with wax after we do a little decoupage. I was wishing I would have thought of this sooner, cutting them apart. There's 8 pretty distinct rectangles, and that made it a lot easier to check them out. My friend Jane told me this is called auditioning, where you try the different pieces. Now I'm adding a tiny little Prima bunny that has been flying around so I don't lose them, and I could not love this little guy more. It's so stinking cute. It's definitely easier when you can take the backer out and put it over the edge and to trim it that way than when it is all one piece. I mean, could it get any sweeter? Yes, it can. I'll tell you how. We're going to put clear wax on and then white wax from DIY. And the white wax is going to sit down in the crevices and make this look even softer and springier. I love DIY wax all year round, but spring is my favorite time to use the white wax. It just is like a secret weapon. And all these little scallops was just calling for some distressing. Take 2, we're gonna put a bunny on the yellow one and repeat the process. He looks kind of like Thumper from Bambi, doesn't he? Cute. Have you noticed I don't do the same thing consistently? After I try it one way, I think maybe I should have done it another way. So the scissors is definitely my favorite this time. But you should know, I don't cut straight. That's the reason I don't do it that way often. Yay for yellow! All in all, we got 7 projects out of this one piece of Roycycled Botanical Masterboard paper. We did 2 bunnies, and then we did a wine box, a wine carrying box, and turned that into a floral box, 2-sided with more cake batter, and I just love it. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe or share this with a friend. Take good care and go get crafting.